Son of a scat. Like I said, I don't know what it is this week. I've just had everything that could go. I was just saying everything that could go wrong, technology wise, technically wise, has went wrong for me this week on this show, and I'm over it. I'm over it. So no guest today. It's just me. We're gonna figure it out. I just realized I spent the first minute of the show talking with the mute button on, so I don't even know how it got on. So I mean, that's where I'm at, folks. That's where I'm at. But this is the Bet Win Repeat Show. I'm your host, Detroit Lenny. Today's Thursday, August 31st. Don't forget to hit the like button, share us out, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll never miss any of our live content. Here's where you get the live stuff. Over at Facebook, you get the contest stuff. That's over there on the Facebook page. Speaking of the Facebook page, I have the monthly contest ended. Let's see. The monthly contest ended. The weekly contest, I'm trying to pull that up right now, is still going on. There's 4 people still in there. I fell out yesterday. Baltimore just let us down. Let us down live during the damn show. We knew that. But join the Facebook page, facebook.com, groups, picks and parlays, contest. Join that over there. Check that out as well. Why is Facebook not loading for me? Like Facebook hate. I'm telling you, I don't know who the IT department is, but they can fly a kite. I don't know what's going on with everything this week. I've started shows today. I talked for the first minute with the mute button on. Yesterday I didn't even hit the button. I was just going and didn't. I don't even know. I got nothing to blame. Maybe it's just the internet hates me. I don't know. Sean Higgs is backstage stopping by. Mr. Sean Higgs. Let's bring him in. I'm done with today. I'm already done with today, Sean. It's 3 minutes into the show.
I don't hate you, Lenny.
I don't know what it is, Sean. It's Thursday. Every day this week, I've had an issue IT wise. It's not just like on this show, like my phone overheated the other day. I was outside for like a half hour. It's not even that hot. It's not even that hot. It's not really even. And it like did the whole we're powering down for safety reasons. And I'm like, what the? And now I'm trying to show everybody the Facebook. I don't know, folks. Listen, I think I uploaded a Parlay Party show this morning, but with the way the technical world is going for me this week, maybe it's out, maybe it's not. How's your week going, Mr. Higgs? You ready for college football today?
Ready for college football. I got to play up on the sites today for one of tonight's games. And as I think I was talking to you off air yesterday after we did some free picks, like a lot of my games, I couldn't even do packages for because the lines move so much.
Yeah.
Like I got Florida at 9.5. It's 4.5. It's Fresno +6. It's down to 3.5 or 4. It's a lot of. I do my stuff ahead of time. We talk about look ahead lines and stuff like that.
Right.
And you've heard me say before, whether you get my package or somebody else, get something for a week or a month because lines move. Absolutely. And someone's going to come in and buy a weekly pass from me or see Jesse Shulin in chat or whoever.
Yeah.
And then they complain to Craig like, oh, well, this line isn't here. Well, I don't bet the game at – I'm not waiting for Lee Corso to put a big mascot hat on to bet at 11:53 on a Saturday morning.
12th hour of the day. Right, yeah.
Like, folks, what are you doing, Wayne? What are you doing?
Well, for the record, I would love to see you in a mascot head on a regular basis, but I get what you're saying.
It's just,
I'm just saying, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like right now, I think I have bet everything I'm going to bet. This is a small example, but everything for Saturday, I've bet already. I've already got involved in everything I think I'm going to get involved in on Saturday, and today's Thursday. Yeah. So here I am 48 hours involved. Now
they've been out, and I say this all the time. And somebody mentioned in the comments one time because I said, Super Bowl, you got 2 weeks to bet it. Like, what are you changing your pick for? You kind of know who you like going into the Super Bowl, right? Because you think that team's going to win anyway on that Sunday in a championship game.
Right.
Right. And someone's like, well, you never know what could happen. Like, what could happen? Oh, the guy could go on a drug binge or get arrested. Okay, that's one guy. That's not a really affecting line. Unless the quarterback goes out, the line is not moving 3 points.
Well, what was that? A couple years? Not a couple years. This went way back with John Gruden in Tampa.
Yeah, well,
The center. Remember,
the center for the Raiders.
Mental. The Raiders had a mental whatever episode breakdown, whatever it is.
They found him.
I mean, that's a big
crack
deal.
house at Tijuana. Okay, yeah, but what?
Crack house in Tijuana.
If you know what I'm saying, like that is such an anomaly.
Yeah, that's a one-off
for the fact that you're going to give up some value, and it didn't make a difference because I mean, if you didn't have Tampa Bay in that Super Bowl, I don't know what you're thinking anyway. I mean, Gruden built that Raiders team, knew he was going to crush them. That was the easiest Super Bowl I think I've ever bet in my life.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The safety for Atlanta was in jail.
Yeah.
We're seeing ladies of the night.
Yeah. And he won. He was like the sportsman of the year or something for the NFL too. Yeah, that guy.
Walter Payton Award winner, recipient.
Yeah, but again, that doesn't really affect. I mean, I guess it'll affect like the morale of the team though. But you still had your quarterback, and you still had Jamal Anderson. I mean, like that. Again, Jesse, let's be honest. You're waiting. You're waiting till 5:30 before a 6 o'clock game to bet the game, Jess?
No, God, no. No, God.
Good to know. I had no idea about Jesse waiting till the last second to bet games like that. I thought he was a couple days out. No way. That's something you do after the fact. That's something. Well, all right. Well, at this point, you're locked in.
Yeah. Got out of jail and played, and he played. I mean, it's right from the county jail to right from the courthouse to the stadium. I guess he did.
Had no bearing on the game.
Right. Let's talk some college football today, though. I just posted a parlay party. If you guys are looking for it, it's on the Picks Parlay channel. It's a 3-team teaser. I like my teasers. And today's the first.
Hold on a second, Lenny. He says he had his real money on Denver. That's fine. I mean, yeah, Terrell Davis, that team. I get it.
Yeah.
Did you put it on after the fact that he's like, oh my goodness, this is going to change the outcome of the game? No, you thought Denver was going to roll them anyway.
Yeah.
Did not matter to you.
Yeah, exactly. If once I'm in, I'm in. I mean, like, I love your look ahead line show. I do. I absolutely love it. I watch it every week during NFL season. Got a lot of good gems in there. I learn a lot from that show. Just little tidbits of information that I didn't even like. The way you break stuff down, I love that show. It might be my favorite Picks and Parlay show, and I'm saying this right here, Midday Money show, all of that. I love that look ahead line show. I watch that. This show I function in some days. Some days. But I love the look ahead line stuff because you're doing that Sunday nights. Yep. And you're looking ahead already to next Sunday for NFL football. That's genius. Yeah.
You have to.
I used to be one of those guys that I would do a midweek stuff. I would start looking at next week's football on like Tuesday, Wednesday. But then I started watching your look ahead line show, and I'm realizing the bus has left. The train has left the station where, I got to get on that early and often and kind of thing. So what do you like today? You got a little free gem for us?
Listen, baseball, I don't love anything. I was like, I don't like any baseball today. Maybe I would lean on the Nats.
The Dodgers, maybe, but Lance
maybe
Lynn,
again, it's Lance. He's pitched really well. He's got 5 starts. He's 4-0 for the Dodgers with a 2 ERA. Do I want to get involved in Colorado with Atlanta coming out of Colorado? Not really. Not my favorite spot.
No.
You don't got to bet it because there's 4 games, people. Number one.
Not even a little bit.
And then college football, everybody's going to want to run to bet this Florida-Utah game. You're betting on a backup court. The line was, I got 9.5 on Picks and Parlays. I got 9.5 with Florida. Okay, so why would I want to take a 4 with Florida now? I don't. Would I lean a 4 or 5 with Utah? Maybe. Maybe I could lean a little that way. I'd understand. I'm not. And for a person who hasn't bet this game, like, how about an under in this game? Florida's going to run the ball. Utah's got a backup quarterback. Utah's physical. You're in the elevation.
Right.
You want to do something there because you have to bet because you're a degenerate. I would lean under because to me the best number's gone on Florida, and even the best number's gone on Utah because it was 3.5 the other day. You could have got 3.5.
Yeah.
Well, I did give UConn out of the 14
for me.
I
I
did
got
give
it
out
in a
UConn.
teaser.
I did
Yeah.
give out UConn, although I think that's kind of a trendy little play. NC State's got Notre Dame on deck. And I look at those kind of games like, what are you really coming out to show here in a game like that? Like Central Florida was like a 38, sounded like a 35. They're going to BYU next. Are they really going to run out here and put a 70 spot on team and destroy a
I'm
bad
on
team?
Kent State. That's
You
part of my
know,
teaser, 7-point teaser. I got Kent State. I just teased it more points.
you
So I
have
got
a bigger
42
team
points.
on deck. I just think for a couple of like the NC State game, the UCF game, you have bigger games on deck. You want to get somebody hurt? Do you really want to come out and show a lot of stuff on film for the team to see? You're going to kind of be vanilla offense. And to me, vanilla offenses don't turn into huge blowout kind of games.
Right. I guess whatever news. My 3-team teaser is just Kent State plus points, Minnesota, Nebraska under, and Utah. And
yeah. I don't hate the Utah at 5.
Utah.
I don't hate Utah at 5. That's a fair line.
It's now I got it at +2. I hate teasing through 0.
Yeah.
I hate it. I know it. I don't want to hear no shit in the chat. Teasing through 0 is not a great idea, but there's not a lot of sample size in college football.
I'm not a huge tease guy. I don't get the, you don't tease through. Well, if you're going to tease a 9 down to a -3 or a 7 to an even, why the heck wouldn't you flip it to a plus money? If you think the team,
I got 2.
I don't. Again, my thinking is, and I cannot that bet bash talking to these guys like, oh, you can't do that. Well, all right, I'm a simple man. Like if you say teasing a 6 to a pick 'em or a 7 to a pick or something like that, that's okay. That's okay. Let's bring it down to a pick so the favorite still wins, but now your favorite is a dog. It doesn't count. I don't get it.
Davis is in here. Don't talk shit, Jesse. Davis is always here. Slovenia, -6 at 7 a.m. Book it. Giving out winners. Davis is giving out winners.
Slovenia.
I know. Listen, everybody watches. Nobody. The chat it gets a little dead towards the end of the week. I think I've pissed people off. Minnesota and Nebraska, though. That's one of those games.
A lot of people come in here for the contest, so they're by this point half of them are eliminated. Maybe they don't want to come.
Well, yeah, no more contest stuff. They do that on the Facebook page. We don't do that contest stuff on here anymore.
All right,
we talk about stuff. Although I might bring back a contest for Thursday night because I'll be doing next Thursday starts the next Thursday night. Thursday night. What you call it show? Thursday night football show. Thursday night bet win repeat after dark. My phone is this is what I mean. My watch, Apple Watch.
Listen,
Apple. Maybe I should just get away from Apple and go back to Samsung.
If you're gonna do a Thursday night show, Lenny,
Thursday night football live bet.
Roll it out
after dark because it's provocative. You got to whisper that part.
I'm gonna say roll it out. I mean, you could be a live betting show. You got Thursday night football. I'd say roll it out at like halftime of the show. Because then you could turn into like a quad. Like someone's like, "Are you going to look headlines for college football?" I'm like, "That's just there's way too many games, and I can't do that on a Monday because there's so much. I can't do a look headlines college football show because there's just way too many games. I can't do that. But for you doing that, if you do something at a halftime on a game day on a Thursday, okay, what do we like in this game? And then you could kind of look at a Saturday matchup. Like, you know what? I'll talk some top 25 football.
Well, so the plan is.
I thought about doing that too. Like, how could I take the football NFL look headlines and turn it into a college? You can't. There's way too many games.
Yeah. So the plan, the outline in my head is to come on about beginning of second quarter. So kind of come on a little bit before halftime so we can discuss in the chat, whoever, like I can kind of break down and we can have a live bet ready to go at halftime for Thursday night football. So we'll come on sometime beginning of the second quarter and we'll probably roll through the end of the game, knowing me. I mean, I say second to third quarter, but like you said, I'll start talking about college football on Saturday or some matchups that I like in Friday's games.
You really only got to wait about 2 weeks until NBA starts. And doesn't NBA start in September?
Nobody follows that. Nothing. No betting allowed to the playoffs. No betting allowed to the playoffs. That's a balling out with Tim Earl show. That's you won't hear no round ball talk from me. If you're looking for that won't happen. If you're looking for hockey talk, I'll talk hockey. I'll talk football, college, and otherwise, but I won't talk any.
Get Terry in here to talk his hockey.
Yeah, Listen, I'll got Terry. I'm going on Terry's show. Talk breakdown. He's doing a show. He's doing a breakdown for every NHL team. Like look ahead, whatever. Like over under stuff like that for the NHL. And I'm going to be on there talking about the Hockey Town USA
Red Wings.
Red Wings. So I'm going to break them down, and it's pretty easy breakdown. They're great. Wake up, piss that.
Are you gonna critique
hobbies of the NHL kind of
Little
thing.
Caesar's Pizza while you're doing a show? You have Little Caesar's Pizza with you?
Good idea. It sucks though.
Does it?
I mean, like it's horrible. Like I feel bad when my kids are like, "Can we just get a $5 pizza?" And I'm like, "I'll spend the money on extra." Like, I mean, you could buy like a better.
Listen,
pizza.
You can't complain about your Tigers and Red Wings if you don't support the guy who's paying the payroll there.
No, then I don't. I won't. I drive 2 Fords. I got 3 Fords in my driveway. One's a 65 Thunderbird. One's I don't know what year my wife's Ford Escape is, and mine's is a Ford Explorer. So I support the Lions wholeheartedly. I feel like I have ownership interest in them. So
growing up, we had a yellow Ford Pinto and a blue Ford Escort.
I got a hot rod. I got like a fire engine red 2-door. I call it a land yacht. It's so long it barely like. My garage, I got a 2.5 car garage, like attached garage, nothing special. But like when you pull that Thunderbird in, it is nose to ass, it takes up the whole thing. Like you know what I mean? And so we're actively probably gonna sell it though because
my dad had a 73 Beetle convertible, classic white. I remember driving down to the beach house. It had no back floor. It was a piece of wood over the back floor. We drive to the shore.
Look, Julie Carly's in here.
Julie's in the house.
You, Julie, Davis.
Davis refuses to come in. I don't see Davis anymore because I don't post in the Picks Parlays Facebook, so he won't come over to the Win the Free Pick side.
Davis likes Atlanta, Reno, Aces. I don't even know. Davis got all kinds of action.
What is this?
BK hacking. I would like to know what sports sometimes.
Davis is a multimillionaire, so he could just bet all these games.
Yeah, well, 100%. Thank the Lord for Davis and his plays in Slovenia. Hey, you haven't given out anything. At least he gave out Slovenia, Jesse.
He gave out Utah. He's got Utah. He says,
that's right. He did say that. He did. My bad. Listen, speaking of Jesse Shule, Sean Higgs, all of them, all these knuckleheads, Picks and Parlays knuckleheads. We shouldn't even call them handicappers. Can we call guys knuckleheads? Picks and Parlays knuckleheads. Season pass, NFL $6.99, college football $5.99. Get both of them $7.99. Use the promo code NCAAF. Save you 20% off the entire site over there. Higgs, this special here is only good for a limited time. I think NFL goes through the Monday night game, which is September 11th, like midnight on Monday. It's no good on Tuesday kind of thing. And college football, I think, is no good after.
I brought this up on Midday Money in the show. I said, here's the link to go, and I gave it like my little link to my profile on Winning Free Picks. I'm like, you take a promo code on this, and NFL and college football comes out to $639 for both. $639 for both with a promo code.
Okay.
People are like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. I mean, it's weird. Someone would rather spend $6.99 on just NFL as opposed to $6.39 on both. It's just odd. I said, they're asking about the UCF game, Kent State. I said, well, I got this on the site. I'm selling the pick today. It's $34.99. I said, or you could buy a weekly pass for $31.20, or even subscribe to the YouTube channel for $4.99 and get this game. Nah, nobody.
Oh no!
All right, folks, buy the 30, but yet I'll sell $34.99. I don't understand people.
I don't understand because if you use the promo code, like you said, use the promo code, get both. It's cheaper than if you just got the NFL package.
It's exactly.
I mean,
but you're never going to teach these people. And again, I might sound rude to some people here because I try to teach you a little money management and nonsense. But I mean, they just don't get it. I mean, you could buy a weekly pass for somebody for cheaper than cheaper than one pick.
We got to get Davis on the show. Jacksonville
AAA baseball
-150 AAA baseball 4:00. I love that. Because I'll bet you. So here's the thing. We know this, like Tim Earl tells us this all the time with the WNBA. There's only so many teams, smaller caliber of, it's sharp, softer lines, easier to cap kind of thing because there's only so many teams. I like the littler schools and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm betting AAA baseball. I don't know where I can. I don't know.
I got
them
AAA
all.
baseball on one of my sites.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been using, I just figured out the other day, literally like a week or two ago, I went down, I was at Caesars, and being in Vegas, it's hard. Like I don't have access to Barstool, FanDuel, DraftKings, stuff like that. I don't have that stuff. So you guys that are all, DraftKings, this and that, I gotta do some back channel stuff to do that. So I gotta make a phone call is what I have to do. But like MGM, I could do it here in Vegas on the app. Caesar Sportsbook, they have a Nevada specific app now, and I do a lot of my Caesars, no bet no bet or no bat in the ninth inning bets. And they're available on DraftKings, but they're also available on Caesars. And so now I've been able to actually bet those without making phone calls. So that's been good for me. But I put together my teaser on MGM today, and do you have specific, this is a good, I wanted to ask you specifically this because I know how you are. Do you have specific books for specific sports?
No, because I'm going to just look for the best number.
Okay.
So now I got a specific one I use when I just do like my futures. Like for baseball, I have like 10, 11, 12,000 in futures rolled out. Because you're putting 200 on this and that. And again, as an old school guy, I could just have that. That's like just a credit. Like, hey, these are all my futures are always in this one shop I use. So I have whatever, college, NFL, college hoops, whatever. Anything is just one set of spots. That's it. Right. Those are the numbers. I mean, now, do I go off a little? I get a better number somewhere else for like, if I could get something mid-season on $50, I'll do something like that. Mm-hmm. But for those long-term props, and again, this is why, and I understand the average bettor doesn't do that because the average bettor is betting off of their credit card. It's on some app where it has X amount of dollars in it. And let's be honest, I'm sure it's probably under 3,000 for most people with their thing is because most people are probably betting 25, 100, but not crazy amounts of money, which is fine because you're not a pro and you're grinding. I get it. I'm definitely not you shaming. So I understand where people don't want to tie up $500 for like an NFL future. That's a big part of their bankroll.
Yeah.
Unless you have a spot where you can just have a credit spot where you could just leave those in. But you have to shop. This is why I look at NFL on a Wednesday, Thursday, not for Sunday, for the Sunday 10 days away. Like I'm seeing who has an opening number. Okay, I could get $250 down. Again, these aren't huge. You can't move like 10, and I don't move 10 grand a game anyway. You can't bet huge amounts of money on opening numbers. So it's a grind trying to find a number. Yeah. That's why you need 10 books. You need every crappy DK in one because they're going to limit you, and they limit all over the place. I get it. I don't post pictures of my nonsense where I get an $18 bet, but it is what it is. You need people in person. You have to go in, and I don't have that. Just go do that for me. Here's $300. Here's $800. Now NFL, you could do a little more because it's NFL, but you can't just have one where you specifically bet at unless it's. And I'm going to say it'll be more of an offshore. Sure. Honestly, it'll be an offshore spot that you use for soccer or European tennis. Like you're not going to get that in the U.S. market. It's not going to happen because they're going to just block you.
I like a lot of prop stuff I find on like DraftKings and Caesars tend to be a little bit more number friendly in some baseball prop stuff. Props in general. It's not per sport, but just props in general.
All right. See, I don't really jump into a lot of stuff because I wouldn't know. I'm more.
But like my teaser stuff, when I do like a lot of college football, NFL teasers, MGM, I like them. They usually have a better number. And that hook is what does it for me. Like, for example, that Minnesota-Nebraska game, I took it under on the teaser. 49.5 was what does it for me. 49, I'm a little goofy on.
I'll tell you
know
what,
so much.
DK and FanDuel sometimes try to put up early numbers in the NFL college football, and they're terrible.
And they're
But
horrible.
I mean, I can go in and grab them, but then I've been definitely limited. I mean, that takes a week to do that. They see you come
They
in.
limit me on tough stuff too. Like I'm trying to bet Sunday. I'll be betting next Sunday's
Yes.
game. And then they'll try and limit me on how much I can do in the teasers. And then I get to, and they'll limit me on how much I can, whatever. So
this is a whole nother discussion for something else. I saw an article today. I think Richard Schultz was on Twitter, was like, they're trying to like totally go down to the Caribbean and like burn these offshores to the ground, basically. Like, you can't use these markets. Well, the problem is that every one of the U.S. markets bans people from winning. How many people can I call to put stuff in for me until they're banned? You can run out of friends.
Right, yeah. Or
I can only just go in person so much and put 300, 700. NFL, okay, I can move a dime in October in NFL. You can get, you can work it around a little bit. But that's tough down in Louisiana to do that. It's not like Vegas. I can't go to Vegas every weekend and put crazy amounts of money in.
No.
I can't. I have a family. I can't do that.
Yeah. I live here and I can't do that. And I could just make a 5-minute drive, but I don't, I don't know. I just think it's a cultural thing. You got people today, like they gamble, they bet, and then they want a refund. I don't know what that is. I don't understand how you get a refund.
You lost. You lost, you loser.
Right.
Lost.
Now, if the game is canceled or postponed, it gets voided. That's different.
I saw someone post the other day. It was like, I don't understand. It's marked as a win, and the NFL marked this game as a win because they stopped play. Whatever. Somebody got hurt, and it's got to play like 55 minutes or something. That's game has to play. But some newbie wants to come and act like they know whatever they're talking about. It just started betting 2 years ago because it was legal in their state. Like, get the hell out of here. I mean, I joke about these ridiculous
pitchers. For me, you got to, like, when they make a bet and then they don't understand that. Well, it says listed
pitcher.
Right. And if this pitcher doesn't start and there's a change, that's void. And then they're like, oh, I don't understand. I bet the team to do. And I'm it says
right here on your ticket. Right here on your ticket, it says you got Garrett Cole pitching. He's not pitching today.
I'm like, well, then you got to go to a different thing. And then that's a different number. That's a different bet.
Again, new people, they like to come in and think because they see this clowns on TikTok or whatever, like, look at this. Oh, my goodness.
TikTok famous right there.
What are we doing here?
Right.
No. It doesn't work that way. You don't go and complain. He only played 7 minutes. He got hurt. I should get a refund. No, you loser. You bet you lost.
That's not how that shit works. I mean, if you
why don't I get a refund every time I bet loses?
Baltimore Ravens to do something, and then Lamar goes out and pulls a hamstring.
Why can't I? I should be able to take every loss I've had in my life to the Supreme Court. Not my life, but since sports betting is illegal, go to the Supreme Court and argue it's a bad beat. How's a bad beat? I don't know. I was wrong.
I don't know because I lost.
Right? I mean, somebody gets hurt. Well, what? Worst thing they could do is give out those things. It's ridiculous. But you know why it works for them, Lenny's? Because those derelicts are going to take that $50 or $5 or $100, whatever they bet, and bet it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll lose.
They're going to keep coming back. Instead of buying one of these packages here, using the promo code and making themselves.
And I talked to a guy because I've been on sites since a lot of these kids haven't, they were literally peeing and pooping their pants. I've been on sites since these 20-somethings have been betting.
Since sites were sites.
And it's like
chat rooms and AOL.
The whole the picks sound like you're I'm not a tech. I'm a bettor. And when I had a site, I was approached like, hey, do you want to use like an affiliate? I'm like, I don't want, I look at it as an affiliate. Like, what affiliate would want to come to a site that sells picks and sign up with that person? Right. Because you're like, if you're so good, why would they want you? When the simple fact of the matter is that no matter how good I am, I had people email me last year. Oh man, tough weekend. Tough. We went 9-3. I lost. I had one. I think I had like 2 weekends where I went like 2-2, and one was like a 3-4 weekend or something.
Right.
Out of the whole season. But on winning weekends where I go 10-3, somebody's like they lose money. the simple fact is that for affiliates on like Picks Parlays or Winning Free Picks or whatever channel, that person who signs up, they're not me. So they're going to lose. Who cares that I hit 64% NFL? The guy who buys my season package is going to lose because on Sunday when that's done and there's a Monday night game, but he's got an NFL pass and it's just NFL, so there's no baseball or hockey or whatever. He's betting his own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's losing left and right. That's the thing.
Discipline is the key to
people don't have it
in general.
You open up any kind of these apps. I do it all the time when I'm on the computer. I'm like, I try to find some lines for when I do the show. There's always the same game parlay listed, a boosted bet.
Every app.
I mean, I got a boosted bet. They look great. They take a boosted bet. I think whatever. It's a favorite that they boost to like a small 110 fave.
Right.
Why wouldn't you bet it? I get it. You and a million other people bet it. You know what? That fave loses, and they're laughing.
We used to do this thing on the show called Fade the Promo. We would start doing that. When Alec Burns was doing Morningwood or whatever, one of the guests would come in and he started that. And I can't think of who to give credit for, but it was way back when. But like we would do that all the time. Like in draft, it was always not to pick on DraftKings because I use DraftKings, but like they were big on that. Offers money back if you lose some bets. That's ridiculous. And
you wonder why these companies lose money left and right.
Like here on DraftKings, the front of the page, the front banner is Matt Leinert's Thursday picks, boosted parlay, Utah -5, Minnesota to win, and over 46.5 in UConn and NC State. That's a 3-team parlay. You got to parlay it, you get it boosted.
Write it down. See how it does tomorrow.
Break that down. Like,
what is it? I'll write it down here.
It's dollars to donuts. He goes 2 from 2 and 1.
Utah -5.
Utah
UConn over.
Minnesota money line. And over 46.5 in NC State and UConn. And see, here's the thing. I don't hate that. But then as soon as I see it, I'm like, because Matt Leinart put it in like, who? Matt Leinart.
They want people. Here's the thing. They want people to bet this game. Why do they want you to bet all that? Nebraska outright. I guess Nebraska outright's the play here.
I mean, that's the one that'll mess them up, if anything. I don't like that game.
And then you're going to get to, we were right there. We were right there.
Yeah. Last minute field goal. Minnesota for the win. I don't like this game. Nebraska's in shambles. I'm on the under in that game, straight up.
I got no thought. I initially liked Minnesota out of the gate when it was 7.5 as an opener. It went down to 6.5, back to 7. You had all that PJ Fleck crap. I have no idea what to expect. I like Matt Rule. I'll take Nebraska next week. There'll be a 7-point fave in Colorado next week.
That's ridiculous. What do you got going on in Michigan State, Central Michigan tomorrow?
I gave out. I did look headlines last night for college football. I gave out your Detroit Lennies there. I gave a little Michigan State.
Yeah, minus.
I leaned on State. I didn't. I said, you know what?
Listen. They're only going to win like 5-6 games this year, maybe. So
I don't like the coach. I'm not a Tucker guy.
Mel Tucker. I don't mind Mel Tucker. He talks shit, and because Michigan, you have to understand. Everybody that's been involved with the Michigan Wolverine program has talked so much trash over the years. Talk down, and we're considered little brother to big brother Michigan. So Mel Tucker comes in there and says, I don't want to hear that shit. We might lose the game, but you'll remember playing us, like kind of thing, you know. So I like that he's turned kind of culture around a little bit there, but you know, they're not. I really feel like in today's college football, you know, it's hard to reload or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in Michigan State right now, if you're going to the Big Ten, let's be honest, you're going to Ohio State, you're going to Michigan, you're playing in those games, those schools. I don't know if Michigan State pulls that kind of recruit anymore. I don't know. And that's what I worry about. You know, yeah. Julie Carly put it best. Degenerate, discipline, tomato. I mean, it is what it is. 2-1 for sure. He for sure goes 2-1 there. I think Higgs froze, or he's really in deep thought. Could be either one. I think he's in deep thought, but we're gonna pull him out of here. That's okay. We are gonna bounce on out of here anyway. It's been about 35 minutes, smaller slate today. Now there's a few college football that I'm really interested in, but no baseball for me. If anything in the MLB, just for the record, I like the Dodgers tonight. I kind of half-heartedly mentioned that earlier with Higgs. I will take a Dodgers at plus money because they're arguably the best team in baseball, and I get it. I get the spot situation. I get it, Spencer Strider. I get all that, Lance Lynn. But if anything, I might get on like a Dodger. Man, I like to do mixed sports parlays. I do. I like them. The system don't like it when I upload them on their website, but whatever. Dodgers, Utah. Little 2-team parlay action. Let's look that up real quick before I bounce out of here in just 2 seconds. Let me see what that. See, I don't like the 5 number in Utah. I'm just letting everybody understand that. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Plus 122. See, you could do Utah money line, Dodgers money line. Now, Utah money line on Caesars is minus 220. I don't like that. I understand it's over 200. It's ridiculous. But I also don't like the 5 number. So, Utah money line, Dodgers at plus 122. Those two-team parlays, 223. That might be a sprinkle for me right now. I'll bet that in a minute. But that's your little 2-team parlay right there. I'm going to do Dodgers, and I'm going to do Utah, and I'm going to watch sports tonight and be angry about it. I'm Detroit Lenny with Picks Parlay. I appreciate everybody stopping by, hitting the thumbs up button. We'll be back tomorrow, talk a lot of Football Friday. I'll be back with the twins, Nick and Tim from Earl Sports Bets. We're going to break down all college football on Saturday and probably some Sunday stuff. Basically the weekend for college football. Maybe there'll be some MLB talk. We're going to do that. And then next Thursday night, Bet Win Repeat after dark, because it's provocative. You have to say it like that. You have to whisper it. I'll be here for breaking down. Watch me lose my ever-loving mind when the Lions upset the Kansas City Chiefs live on Thursday Night Football. Or a lot of money. I'm Detroit Lion Picks and Parlays. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Good luck unless you're against me.